The Nobel Peace Prize laureate Liu Xiaobo died yesterday in China of liver cancer after years behind bars for his efforts to democratize his homeland. Liu's work and his plight brought him global attention, work that enraged the Chinese government. His death brought an outpouring of tributes. William Brangham has this look at Liu Xiaobo's life and legacy.
From Hong Kong to Sydney and around the world, there have been vigils overnight and today. John Cam runs a human rights organization based in San Francisco that advocates for political prisoners in China.
A great loss for China, someone who was committed to nonviolent change is gone, and it's a great loss for the world.
He'd been released from prison on medical leave only a few weeks earlier, but supporters say he was denied proper care.
The Chinese government brutally killed my teacher and one of the most genuine and conscientious Chinese in the world. I would like to ask the world leaders and people around the world, which side are you on?
President Trump praised Liu in a statement yesterday, calling him a poet, scholar, and courageous advocate. China's government flatly denies Liu was mistreated, and today a spokesman condemned the international criticisms.
Those statements are interference to China's judicial sovereignty and domestic affairs. Liu Xiaobo is a criminal who was put on trial by China's laws.
For decades, Liu was one of the Chinese government's most outspoken critics. He rose to prominence during the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests, returning from the U.S. to support the original student demonstrators. After troops opened fire, killing hundreds, perhaps thousands, Liu helped negotiate safe passage for the survivors. He remained in China, despite detention and constant surveillance, and continued his political advocacy. In 2008, he helped author Charter 08, a manifesto demanding political and civil reform, and he was sentenced to 11 years in prison for subversion.
10,000 people signed that petition. He is the only one to have been sentenced to prison. So I think he sacrificed there too.
But the case gained international attention, and in 2010, over China's vehement objections, Liu was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Stuck in prison, Liu was unable to attend the Nobel ceremony, so a chair was left empty in Oslo, and a statement he'd written for his trial was used as his Nobel lecture. Hatred can rot a person's wisdom and conscience, it said. Still, Beijing's hard line on Liu makes it clear that the reforms he sought for decades appear increasingly out of reach.
There's a major party meeting coming up in a few months. The government and the president and chairman, Xi Jinping, will be inclined to be very, very tough. In terms of changing China's political system, I don't see it, I'm afraid.
The focus now turns to Liu's wife, Liu Xia. She remains under house arrest, and calls for her release, including from the Secretary of State, have so far gone unheeded. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm William Brangham.